Hello and welcome to 1969 Baseball. Today we're going to see Game 2 between the Cubs and Giants in Wrigley Field. The Cubs trying to bounce back after losing 2 straight and hoping to even up this series with the Giants today. Giants hit the Cubs bullpen pretty hard in yesterday's game, but the hope is that they're going to be a little more effective in today's ball game. The Cubs are going to send Dick Selma out to the mound for start number 6. He is 3-1. 3.34 ERA, 121 WHIP, and the Cubs lineup will include Gar, Beckert, Williams, Santo, Hundley, Blomberg, Banks, Kessinger, and Selma batting 9th. The Giants are going to send Bobby Bolin to the mound. He's making start number 6 with a 1-3 record, 6.04 ERA, 162 WHIP. And the Giants lineup will include Henderson, Fuentes, McCovey, Bonds, Mays, Hunt, Hyatt, Lanier, and Bobby Bolin pitching and batting 9th. It is 66 degrees in Chicago today. Wind blowing straight out to center field at 11 mph. And it is time to get today's game underway. As the Cubs head out to take the field, we see Dick Selma on the mound to face the Giants' leadoff hitter, Ken Henderson. The Giants are coming in 5th place in the West with a 13-17 record, facing off with the Cubs, who are 12-19. And the Giants have won the first contest between these two teams this season. So Selma is on the mound, a full count, top of the first inning. Giants leadoff batter, Henderson, in the left-handed batter's box. And here's the payoff pitch, a grounder to short. Kessinger has it, throws over to Banks. That is out number 1. Next up is Fuentes with 1 out and nobody on. Here's a 1-strike pitch to Fuentes. And here's the delivery and the pitch and a liner in right field. That's going to be a 1-out single as he stops at first. And that will bring up the first baseman, McCovey, with 1 out, 1 man on. Selma looking to deliver a 1-2 pitch. And here it is. And a liner, foul territory, long run. Is that going to be a home run? No, it's a ground rule double. Man, that looked like it was foul, but apparently it curved back into fair territory down the right field line, and it got stuck in the ivy for a ground rule double. So, McCovey drives in the first run of the ball game, and now Bonds comes up with 1 run in, 1 out, and a runner on second. Here's a 2-2 pitch to Bobby Bonds. And a grounder up the middle. Kessinger has it again, looks the runner back, throws it over to first. That's going to be out number 2. Next up is Willie Mays, the Say Hey kid, with 2 outs and a runner in scoring position. Here's a full count pitch. Mays taking outside for ball 4, so he heads down to first with the walk. Bringing up now Ron Hunt. 2 outs, 2 men on. Full count pitch, and that is inside for ball 4. So Selma has walked 2 straight. That'll load the bases and bring up Jack Hyatt. 2 outs, bases loaded, 1 run already in. Here's an 0-2 pitch, and Hyatt swings and misses for strike 3. So Selma makes his way in and out of that jam. The Giants grab a 1-0 lead going into the bottom of the first inning. Gar now the batter, leading off against Bolin here in the bottom of the first inning. 3-1 count. Gar is waiting for the pitch. Here is the windup and the delivery. And a grounder to short. Picked up and thrown over to first. That's going to be out number 1. Glenn Beckert now the batter with 1 out, nobody on. Here's a 1-1 pitch to Glenn Beckert. And a grounder past the third baseman into left field. That's going to be a 1-out single for Glenn Beckert. He will stop as the next batter comes up to the plate, Billy Williams. With 1 out, 1 man on. Here's the first pitch to Billy Williams. And crushed to deep center field. Going back to the wall, but it's going to be playable as the ball is caught for the 2nd out of the inning. Billy Williams hit it hard to the deepest part of the ballpark, but Mays tracked it down. That's out number 2. Ron Santo now the batter. 2 outs, 1 man on. Here's the 1-strike pitch to Ron Santo. And he pops that one up medium depth to right center field. This is going to be playable, and Mays catches it for the third out of the inning. So, Cubs strand a runner. They do not score. We're going to the top of the second of a 1-0 ball game. Hal Lanier will lead off for the Giants against Selma. 2-2 count, top of the second inning, and he's going to ground it towards short. Kessinger again over to Banks for out number 1. Next up is the pitcher Ballin. 1 out, nobody on. 0-2 pitch. And Ballin lines that one into center field. Gar on the run. He plays it on the hop. That'll be a 1-out single as the pitcher stops at first. And now Ken Henderson, is the batter. With 1 out, 1 man on. Full count pitch to Henderson. Grounder towards third. Santo to Beckert to Banks. And a 5-4-3 double play will end the inning. So the Giants do not go down in order, but the double play does mean they only send 3 men up to the plate. And now we go to the bottom of the second inning of a 1-0 ball game. Randy Hundley will lead off for the Cubs here in the bottom of the second. He's waiting for the first pitch. Here it comes. Grounder up the middle. The shortstop is going to get it. He throws over to first, and that'll be out number 1. Hundley grounds out 6-3 to begin the inning, and it'll bring up Blomberg. With a 2-2 count and 1 out, Blomberg is waiting for the pitch. And he's going to ground that one to second. The throw goes over to first, and that'll be out number 2. Ernie Banks now the batter with 2 outs and nobody on. Full count pitch to Ernie Banks. Here comes the payoff. And a grounder to short. Coming in fast is the shortstop. He charges, makes the throw, and that'll end the inning. So the Cubs go down in order. We're going to the top of the third of a 1-0 San Francisco lead. Selma will face Fuentes to lead off the top of the third inning. Here's a 1-ball count. Selma delivering the pitch. Grounder towards second. Beckert has it. Throws to first, and that is out number 1. McCovey now the batter with 1 out and nobody on. Here's a 3-0 pitch to Willie McCovey. And that is low. It is ball 4. So 4 straight will issue the walk from Selma, and it'll bring up Bobby Bonds with 1 out, 1 man on, and a 1-ball count. And there's a grounder back toward the mound. The pitcher has it. He throws to first, but that tall infield grass just drug the ball down too much. Bonds is able to beat it out for an infield single. Willie Mays now the batter. Runners on first and second with 1 out. Selma facing Mays with a 1-ball count. Here comes the pitch. And a grounder to second. Beckert over to Kessinger, and the relay to Banks. And a 4-6-3 double play will end the inning. The Giants strand 1, and we go to the bottom of the third of a 1-0 ball game. Kessinger is going to lead off for the Cubs here in the bottom of the third. 2-1 count. Kessinger waiting for the pitch. And there's a pop-up to left. Coming in as the left fielder, he will make the catch, Henderson, for out number 1. Dick Selma now batting with 1 out and nobody on. Selma waiting for the first pitch, and there's a grounder toward first, and it gets past the first baseman down the right field line. Selma's going for extra bases. He rounds first, heading for second. He is going to have a stand-up double with 1 out in the bottom of the third inning. So Selma trying to help the team rally, and he is in scoring position now with the top of the Cub lineup coming to the plate. Ralph Gar, the next batter. 1 out, 1 man on. 1 strike pitch to Gar, and he's going to ground that one to short. The runner has looked back as the throw goes over to first. That'll be the second out of the inning. Selma still standing on second as Glenn Beckert steps up to the plate. 2 outs, runner in scoring position. Here's a 3-1 pitch to Glenn Beckert. And he grounds that one to third. Picked up and thrown across the diamond to end the inning. So the Cubs strand a runner. We're going to the top of the fourth of a 1-0 ball game. Hunt now facing Selma here in the top of the fourth. 1-2 count. Selma delivering the pitch. Liner right at Beckert. That is going to be out number 1 as he just reaches out reflexively and makes the catch. Hyatt now the batter with 1 out, nobody on. Here's a 1-1 pitch as Hyatt waits the delivery, and there's a pop-up behind second base. Beckert this time getting under it to catch the pop-up for out number 2. And now Lanier is the batter with 2 outs, nobody on. Full count pitch, Lanier waiting. And there's a grounder to short. Kessinger has this one. He throws over to first, and that will end the inning. We're going to the bottom of the fourth. The Giants still lead 1-0 here at Wrigley Field. Billy Williams leading off for the Cubs in the bottom of the fourth inning. Full count. Williams waiting for the delivery. That is low. It is ball 4. So Williams heads down to first, and that'll bring up Ron Santo. Williams is not exactly a speedy guy. Santo facing Ballin with the tying run on first, nobody out in the bottom of the 4th inning. Here's a 1-strike pitch. And Santo pops it up short left field. The third baseman goes back and actually makes the catch for the first out of the inning. Randy Hundley now batting with 1 out, 1 man on. Hundley facing Ballin with a 1-1 count. Here comes the pitch. Grounder up the middle. The shortstop has it. He is not going to throw, however. Oh, he does throw over to first. He skipped the play at second, goes directly over to first, and that'll be the second out of the inning. So that'll act as a sacrifice. Williams advancing to second, and now Blomberg the batter. Tying run in scoring position, 2 outs, bottom of the 4th inning. Here's a 3-1 pitch to Blomberg. And a liner right at the second baseman. That is going to end the inning. A little bit higher, that might have driven in the run. But the second baseman jumps up and makes the play for the 3rd out. So we go to the top of the 5th. It's still 1-0 San Francisco. The pitcher Ballin leading off against the pitcher Selma here in the top of the 5th. 3-1 count. And Ballin grounds it up the middle. Beckert has it, throws over to first. And that'll be the first out of the 5th inning. Next up is Ron Henderson with 1 out, nobody on. Ken Henderson. I don't know why I keep calling him Ron. Here's a 1-2 pitch to Ken Henderson, and there's a swing and a miss for strike 3. Second strike out of the day for Selma, and it brings up Fuentes with 2 outs and nobody on. First pitch to Tito Fuentes, and a grounder up the middle. Beckert has this one. That infield grass really just deadens the ball. The throw over to first, and that'll end the inning. So we're going to the bottom of the 5th, still 1-0 in Chicago. Ernie Banks leading off for the Cubs, bottom of the 5th inning. 1-2 is the count. And Banks lines that one into center field, coming in fast as Mays, and he will make the catch for out number 1. Kessinger now batting, 1 out, nobody on. Full count pitch to Don Kessinger. And that is inside, it is ball 4, so Kessinger heads down to first with the base on balls. And now the pitcher Selma is up, and this is going to be an obvious sacrifice situation. The bunt is called. Here comes the pitch. The bunt is laid down right back to the mound. The throw goes over to first as Kessinger advances to second. So now there's 2 outs, runner in scoring position, and Gar is the next batter. Gar is 0 for 2 today, facing Ballin with the tying run in scoring position and a full count. Here comes the pitch. And a grounder to third. Very slow roller. The throw goes over to first, but the speedy Gar cannot beat it out. So that ends the inning. The Cubs strand a runner. We're going to the top of the 6th of a 1-0 ball game. Willie McCovey batting against Dick Selma here in the top of the 6th inning. Selma at 87 pitches. And we're actually going to warm up a reliever just in case that Selma gets in any sort of trouble here. We will warm up the righty Reynolds. So, top of the 6th inning, Willie McCovey leading off against Dick Selma. Here's a full count and the delivery. And a pop up to left. Billy Williams chasing toward the line. He is going to get under it and make the catch for the first out of the inning. Bonds now batting with 1 out and nobody on. Bonds facing Selma with a 1-strike count. Here is the pitch, and he is hit. Oh, he takes one in the shoulder. That is a hit by pitch, and he's going to head down to first. And now Willie Mays is the batter. We're going to visit the mound. Selma says, I trust the guys in the bullpen. It's your call. Archie Reynolds is ready, and I think this is going to have to be it for Selma. So we're going to go ahead and bring in Reynolds. We're just going to bring him right into the number 9 spot. Reynolds has thrown 18 innings, 5 walks, 16 strikeouts, and an ERA of 6 so far this season. With 1 out and runner on first, Reynolds trying to hold this at a 1-run deficit. And here's the first pitch. The runner goes. The throw goes down to second. Bonds slides in, and he is safe. He's 8 for 9 in stolen bases on the season. So Reynolds now facing Mays with a full count. And Reynolds looking for the sign. And delivering the pitch. And a pop up to right. Going back is Blomberg. He's going back toward the wall. He'll make the catch, and that is the second out of the inning. The throw goes into the cutoff man. as Bonds tags up and heads down to third. And now Hunt is the batter. With 2 outs and the runner 90 feet away, here is the first pitch to Hunt. And a pop up to right. This time Blomberg's coming in, and he will make that catch to end the inning. So the Giants strand a runner. We're going to the bottom of the 6th of a 1-0 ball game. I believe... Well, let's just check and make sure. You know, Reynolds only threw 7 pitches. We're going to let him go back out and pitch again in the 7th inning, assuming that his spot doesn't come up in this inning. So Beckert now facing Ballin with a 1-1 count at the bottom of the 6th inning. Cubs down by 1. Beckert lines that one into right field. That'll be a base hit. That is the 3rd hit of the day for the Cubs as he stops at first with a single. Billy Williams now batting. Beckert on first. Beckert is the second baseman, standing on first. Bottom of the 6th inning, 1 strike count. And Billy Williams pops that one up to right. Looks like it's going to be playable as the right fielder Bonds gets under it and makes the catch for out number 1. Ron Santo now the batter. 1 out, 1 man on. 1-1 count. And a pop up to left. This time the left fielder heading over toward left center is going to make the catch. And that is out number 2. That'll bring up Randy Hundley with 2 outs. Tying run still on first. Here comes the pitch to Randy Hundley. And a grounder back toward the mound. The pitcher has it, flips it over to first, and that'll end the inning. So we're going to the top of the 7th. It is still 1-0 here at Wrigley Field. Reynolds will face the lower third of the Giants' order here in the top of the 7th inning. And we are going to warm up the reliever Hamilton if we get around to the top of the Giants lineup. Excuse me. So, top of the 7th inning, Reynolds facing Hyatt. 3-0 count. Here comes the pitch. And that is ball 4. And he takes his base. So, Hyatt, with the 4-pitch walk, is standing on first. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Lanier. Nobody out. 1 man on. 0-2 pitch. And a grounder to third. Santo has it. He throws over to first. And that will retire the batter for the first out of the inning. The runner Hyatt advances to second, and now the pitcher Bolin is going to bat. 1 out, runner on second. We're going to do a pickoff play over to second base just to keep him honest. The throw goes down, and he is safe. So Reynolds now facing Bolin. 1 out, 2 strike count, and a swing and a miss for strike 3. So that is the 2nd out of the inning, and Reynolds' first strikeout. And now Ken Henderson is the batter. He is 0 for 3 today. He's facing the righty Reynolds. Here in the top of the 7th inning, runner on second, 2 outs. Hamilton is still warming. I'm going to let Reynolds face Henderson, and if he can't get him out, then I'll bring Hamilton in to face Fuentes and McCovey. So Reynolds facing Henderson. Here's the full count and the pitch, and he loses him. That's ball 4. Ball 4 low, and that will put runners on first and second with 2 outs. And now it is time to bring in the lefty, Hamilton. So Hamilton is going to turn Fuentes around from the other side. Fuentes 1 for 3 today. Facing Hamilton with 2 outs, 2 men on in the top of the 7th inning. Hamilton trying to work his way out of this jam with 2 inherited runners. Here's a 1-1 count. Hamilton looking for the sign. And the pitch. And a grounder to third. Santo has it. Throws to second. They get the intermediate runner to end the inning. So Hamilton gets the job done. And we go now to the bottom of the 7th. It's time to stretch here at Wrigley of a 1-0 ball game. Blomberg is going to face Ballin here in the bottom of the 7th inning to lead off for the Cubs. Blomberg is 0 for 2 today, and he's waiting for the first pitch from Ballin. Here it comes. And a liner in right field, that is going to drop in for a leadoff single. So Blomberg stopping at first. He represents the tying run, and he's a little bit speedy over there at first. But I think what we're going to do is ask Ernie Banks to lay down a bunt right here. We're also going to warm up a reliever, Phil Regan, who hasn't pitched in quite a while, it feels like. Regan is going to warm up and face Banks and potentially come in for the next inning if there's a pinch hitter. So Banks is going to be asked to bunt and advance the runner. Here comes the pitch, and Banks fouls it off for the second strike. So now, do we ask him to bunt with 2 strikes and nobody out? I think we're going to go for the straight steal. Actually, we'll go for the run and hit. We'll see if Banks can protect. So, 2-strike count. The runner goes, pop up to center, deep center field, but it's going to be playable. Mays has it, and he flies out for the first out of the inning. So Blomberg was going, but he had to retreat to first, and that'll bring up Kessinger. With 1 out, 1 man on, Blomberg on first, Kessinger the batter, and the pitcher's spot due up next here in the bottom of the 7th inning. So we're going to go to pitch by pitch. First pitch, we're going to swing away, see what happens. And there's a swing and a miss for strike 1. That was a fastball at 93. So now that he's thrown the fastball, we're going to try to steal second. Let's see what happens. Oh, they had the pitch out. They were ready for that one. So that was a ball. Blomberg alertly stops as he saw the pitch out coming. So a 1-1 count now. Kessinger will be allowed to swing away again at this pitch, and this time he pops it up to short left field. The left fielder gets under it, and he makes the catch for out number 2. So now we're going to have a pinch hitter for the pitcher Hamilton, and this is going to be Willie Smith, because he's the only lefty on my bench. So he gets lots of pinch hitting opportunities, even though he hasn't exactly come through for me so far this year. Willie Smith, 5 for 33 with a home run on the season and 5 RBIs. Smith facing Ballin with 2 outs and a runner on first, and we're going to try to steal second on the first pitch. So, here comes the pitch. The runner goes. The throw goes down to second. The slide, and he is safe. So that puts Blomberg in scoring position with the tying run, and that was ball 1 to Smith. So now we're going to ask Smith to swing away with the tying run in scoring position. Here's a 2-0 count, and Smith drives it to right field. Not going to be deep enough, though. On the warning track, the catch is made to end the inning. So, the Cubs strand a runner. We're going to the top of the 8th of a 1-0 ball game. And now, Regan will be brought in to pitch to protect the 1-run deficit here in the 8th inning. Regan has thrown 17 2/3 innings, walked 6, struck out 9 with a 2.55 ERA. Regan will face McCovey, Bonds, and Mays here in the top of the 8th inning. 1-ball count. Regan looking for the sign. And here's the pitch. Pop up to left. Coming in is Billy Williams, and he gets under it and make the catch for out number 1. Bonds now batting, facing Regan with 1 out. Nobody on, 1-strike count. Regan delivering the pitch. Liner into center field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Kind of a seeing eye single. Just found the perfect spot in short center field. So Bonds stops at first. Mays now the batter. We're going to throw over to first. Keep Bonds honest because he's already tried to steal. He stole some bases yesterday. He stole one already today. So Regan facing Mays with a 1-2 count. And there's a liner into center field. That's going to be another base hit. Gar has it. He throws directly to third as the runner Bonds stops at second. He hesitated, thinking that Beckert might actually make a play on that. So Regan now facing Hunt with 1 out, 2 men on. Here is the 2-1 count as Regan delivers the pitch. And a liner into right field. Blomberg's chasing all the way to the wall. This is going to drive in a run. 1 run is in as Bonds circles third and heads home. Mays is circling third. He's going to head home. And 2 runs are in as the Giants now take a 3-0 lead on the Hunt RBI double. So now Hyatt, the batter, facing Regan with 1 out, runner on second. Here's a 1-ball count. Regan struggling, and a wild pitch is thrown. The runner advances to third. So now Hyatt facing Regan with a full count, 1 out, and a liner into right field. Blomberg going back fast. He dives to make the catch out in right field, and then he throws home, and the throw home is in time. A tremendous play by Blomberg in right field to make the diving catch and recover in time to throw the ball home and get the runner, make the out at home. So We're going to the bottom of the 8th inning now. It's a 3-0 San Francisco lead. Gar is going to lead off against Ballin here in the bottom of the 8th inning. And I believe we're going to need to... Gosh, how many pitches did Regan throw? He threw 20 pitches already. So I'm not sure. I guess we're going to warm up Segui. Alright, so Ballin is going to face Gar to lead off the Cubs half of the 8th inning. Here's a 3-1 count. Gar is waiting for the pitch. And there's a pop-up to left. Going over is the left fielder, Henderson. He's going to make the catch in deep left center for out number 1. Beckert now batting, 1 out, nobody on. 2-1 is the count as Glenn Beckert waits for the pitch. And there's a liner past the second baseman into right field. That is going to be a 1-out single for Glenn Beckert as he stops at first, and it'll bring up Billy Williams. 1 out, 1 man on. Williams waiting for the 1-strike pitch. And he drives that one deep right center field, going back and making the play is Bobby Bonds near the wall for out number 2. Billy Williams gave it a ride, but it wasn't deep enough. And now Ron Santo's the batter. 2 outs, 1 man on. Full count to Ron Santo. Here is the pitch. And a grounder to short. The shortstop has it, throws over to first, and that will end the inning. So we go to the top of the 9th. It is a 3-0 San Francisco lead. Regan, well, we're going to see how Regan does here. He's going to face Lanier with a 2-2 count to lead off the top of the 9th inning. Regan delivering the pitch. And there's a swing and a miss for strike 3. So Regan gets the strikeout. Now he'll face the pitcher Ballin with 1 out, nobody on. Here's a 2-2 count. Regan delivering the pitch. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. So Regan gets his second strikeout. Hopefully he's building some confidence here, as he's now going to face Ron Henderson with 2 outs and nobody on. Here's a 1-1 count. Regan delivers, and a pop-up to left. Billy Williams coming in, taking a few steps to his right, and he makes the catch to end the inning. So, Regan retires him in order. We're going to the bottom of the 9th of a 3-0 ball game. Hundley facing Ballin to lead off for the Cubs here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Cubs down by 3. Here's a 3-1 count. Hundley waiting for the pitch. And there's a pop-up to right. Why do we keep swinging at these 3-ball pitches? Nobody can seem to draw a walk on this team. So Hundley flies out for the first out of the inning, and now Blomberg is the batter. He is 1 for 3 today. He's facing Ballin with 1 out, nobody on. Here's a 2-2 count. Blomberg waiting for the pitch. And he's going to swing and a miss for strike 3. So that's the second out of the inning. And now we're going to get Ernie Banks up with 2 outs, nobody on. Here's the 1-2 count and the pitch to Ernie Banks. And he's going to drive to deep left field. That might be, he hit the home run. So Ernie Banks, Mr. Cub, just crushed that one 392 feet out to left field. And the Cubs now are only down by 2. So Don Kessinger is the next batter. He's going to face Ballin with 2 outs and nobody on. And here is the first pitch to Don Kessinger. And he's going to line that one into left field. Is that going over? Oh, the left fielder Henderson makes the diving catch to end the game. So the Cubs lose 3-1 as the Giants win the second game out of this 3-game set. The Giants got 3 runs on 7 hits with no errors. The Cubs 1 run on 6 hits with no errors. The Giants improved to 14-17 while the Cubs dropped to 12-20. The Giants' Ballin went 9 innings of 6-hit, 1-run baseball with 2 walks and 1 strikeout. Dick Selma went 5 1/3 of 4-hit, 1-run baseball with 3 walks and 2 strikeouts. He suffers the loss to drop to 3-2. And Regan, in 2 innings of work, allowed 2 more runs to score in the 8th. So, the Cubs are going to try to salvage the 3rd game of this series in tomorrow's contest. Thank you for watching 1969 Baseball.